Everybody, welcome. My name's Emily. Hope you guys are having a great start to your week and a great start to your new year. Welcome to Foam Roll and Recover, new class for this year. The purpose of this class is to teach you guys proper foam rolling mechanics. A lot of you have gone through the Fusionetics program, and so I know a lot of that stuff is including with foam rolling. So I thought, why not to teach you guys proper mechanics when doing that. So go ahead and grab your foam rollers and grab a place on the floor. What we're gonna do here, a lot of foam rolling stuff is mainly for lower body. And so a lot of the classes will be mainly lower body stuff. We'll hit some upper body stuff, but I mainly do a lot of release stuff for the upper body in my CubeFit release class. Which is in another hour here from today. So if you're interested in learning some release stuff for the upper body specifically, grab a lacrosse ball and join that class and we'll teach you guys that. So let's go ahead and start with the quads. So what we want to do here with the foam roller for the quad's a big muscle, and so we're going from just the top of the knee just to underneath that hip bone. And so what we'll do here, you'll grab your foam roller, we're gonna place it just on the quads, and then you're gonna go into a plank position here on your forearms. As you can see, I'm just going to roll myself back and forth, up and down. And so what we like to do here, I like to keep my feet straight, as you can see here. We're gonna keep them straight for about 30 to 40 seconds, and then after that, we're actually going to have the toes point out wide. And what that does is just allows us to get the entire quad surface area. Like I said, the quad's a big muscle. And so want to make sure we're getting the entire area here. So what we're doing here, we're just scanning the area, rolling back and forth. Now, if you find a tender spot, something that's just a little bit more painful than the rest, I want you to go ahead and hold that pressure. So I'm on one right now, and I'm just going to hold this pressure. Really breathe through it until I feel like the pain has dissipated, and then I'll continue to roll after that. All right. I hope everybody's having a great start to their new year. Welcome back. I know we're all very excited to continue classes for you guys this year. It's going to be a great year. We have a lot of good programs coming up. If there's anything that you guys need throughout this year or just in the beginning right now, feel free to reach out to any of us. We'd love to set up a Zoom call or just chit chat with you guys and help you with anything that you might be struggling with. My legs are super sore today. I did a pretty intense leg workout on Sunday, so I am really feeling it today. So this foam rolling class is much needed for me. All right, let's go ahead and take those toes out wide, like I said. So just point them out to your left and your right, and then continue to roll from here. A little forewarning, sometimes foam rolling is not the most pleasant thing to do, but it's very important that we do it. So just kind of bear with the pain, the discomfort, and I promise later on in the day, you will be a lot happier and you'll thank me. Got about another 20 seconds here on the quads, and then we're going to move on to the IT bands. Remember to try and get just above that knee and all the way to those upper regions just below that hip. Make sure you're getting the entire surface area here. All right, let's go ahead and roll ourselves back onto our knees. Like I said, we're going to move on to the IT bands. Forewarning here, this one can be a little intense and a little painful, so just ease up on your pressure. You might have to take a break during it. That's completely fine. All right, let's start with the right IT band. So the IT band is located on that outer part of your leg. And so what we'll do here is we're going to start with the right leg. So what you'll do is you're going to start with the foam roller just up below that hip bone. And so you're going to keep whatever leg you're working on straight, as you can see. And then your other leg, your opposite leg, is just going to cross over. And then what you're going to do is you're going to use your right arm to guide you through this motion. So it looks a little something like this. And again, we are going from just above that knee all the way to below that hip bone here, right? Like I said, this one can be very painful. I don't think I've ever met somebody that has said this isn't painful. So just ease into it. Control the amount of pressure that you're using. You might have to pause and reset, and that's totally fine. Again, when you find those tender spots, a tender spot meaning something that's just a little bit more painful than the rest of the area, we want to go ahead and hold that pressure, breathe through it, and then once you feel like the pain has dissipated, you can continue to roll after that. As you can see here too, I'm kind of using my other arm, my opposite arm, to just kind of help keep me upright and guide me through these motions here. All right, nice job. Let's go ahead and switch sides here. So same thing, all you're gonna do is you're gonna switch sides. That left leg or whatever leg that you didn't do last time is going to stay straight. We're gonna start just below that hip bone, and then your opposite leg is just gonna cross over the leg that you're working on, and then your arms are just gonna be on top here, helping guide you through the motion here. I've been doing a lot of skiing, and so foam rolling has been a part of my daily routine. As always, if you guys have any questions, concerns, or if you want to see something, you want to learn something specific on the foam roller, feel free to reach out to me personally, directly, or you can leave it in the chat box and I will try to get to that. If I don't get to it in this session, I will get to it in the next one, I promise. And as always, you can always unmute yourself and talk to me as well. We love that.
Emily, I know this is post kind of class, but is there a type of foam roller that is best? Foam roller that's best? I know there's softer ones, firmer ones, and they range in texture as well.
Yeah, so it kind of depends on what you're looking to do. I have a good recommendation of one. It's just an Amazon link one. And so I can, if you just reach out to me, I can send you that link. But I like just a standard medium density one. Sometimes they have like the ridges on them too. So it's kind of all preference. They all do the same thing. I also like the longer ones so that like when we did the quads in the beginning, we can do both quads at the same time. But if you have a smaller one, that works too. So yeah, I have a good link on Amazon. I think it's like $25 or something, and that one will work perfectly fine. Good question. All right, we are going to roll out of this one. We're going to move on to the glutes. So we are going to break things up left and right for the glutes. And so what we're going to do is you're going to sit on the foam roller. I like to sit on it in about the middle of the foam roller just so I don't fall off of it. And so what we'll do here, let's go ahead and target the right glute first. And so what you're gonna do is you're gonna put your arms behind you. You're gonna cross your leg over onto your opposite knee. And so we're gonna add a little bit of a lean to that right side as well. And so from here, we're just kind of rolling that glute up and down. We're trying to get the entire glute too. So sometimes I like to focus on the upper part of the glute in that hip region for a little bit, and then I'll kind of sit up a little bit farther and try and get that under region just to make sure that you're getting the entire glute. The foam roller, it being in the shape that it is, sometimes it's a little hard to get the entire glute in one roll. So I like to focus on the top part a little bit here, and then I'll kind of go to the bottom part just to make sure that I'm getting the entire area here. And then my arm's kind of just behind me as a guide. You can put the other arm down here or behind you, really whatever is comfortable. I know sometimes it can be a little awkward to foam roll, and that's why a lot of people stay away from it because they don't understand the mechanics and they just feel like they're gonna fall off the thing. And so it's really just about practicing and just kind of learning all the different techniques and different ways that you can do it, and just getting comfortable with what works for you and your body here. Remember, when you find those tender spots, to hold that pressure, breathe through it. This is a great little routine to break up your day too. If you're just feeling like you've been sitting at your desk a lot, this could take, you could do this for 5 minutes, 10 minutes. This class is 15 minutes, but it's a great way to just try and break up your day, give yourself a break from sitting in your chair. All right, let's go ahead and switch sides. I'm just gonna switch sides on my foam roller so you guys can see a little bit better. But same thing, all you're gonna do is you're gonna put your hands behind you to start. You're gonna cross that knee, and you're gonna add a little bit of a lean to whatever glute you're trying to target. And then from there, you're just going to roll that glute out. Remember, we wanna try and get the entire glute. So you might be focusing on that back side a little bit, and then you might be focusing on that under part a little bit, just to make sure we're getting the entire glute and we're not missing anything here. We are going to end class doing the calves. And so there's a couple different ways we can do this one. It's just dependent on whatever's most comfortable to you. Again, both ways work perfectly fine. It just depends on what's most comfortable to you. All right, nice job with that. Let's go ahead and get into those calves. This will be the last area that we're gonna be on. So like I said, there's two different ways we can do this one. And so I'm gonna show you both ways, and then I'll kind of let you decide on how you wanna do it. So if you wanna focus on getting both calves at the same time, say you're in a time for crunch or crunch for time, and you just wanna really get both of them done and over with, you can put both legs on the foam roller. And so what we're doing is we're getting from just the top of that ankle all the way to just below that knee, just to make sure we're getting that entire surface area. And so you can put both legs on the foam roller, and then you can lift yourself up with your arms and then roll this way. Now, some people don't like to do this one because it's a lot on their upper body. And so they get tired with their upper body and they feel like they can't really get a good amount of rolling in. And so what you can do instead is you can break it up left and right. So you can put one leg on the foam roller, and then as you can see, I'm lifting myself up with this opposite leg and my arms, and then I can roll this way. All right. If you feel like you don't have enough added pressure with that single leg, you can add your opposite leg on top to add some extra pressure. But again, you're gonna have to lift up with that upper body. And so what I kind of like to do, honestly, is I like to kind of rotate through each of them. So I'll sit here on this one leg with the extra added pressure. If you need it, remember, sometimes you might not need it. I'm really sore right now, so I definitely need it. And then I'll kind of, once my upper body gets a little bit tiring, I'll remove that opposite leg and just kind of guide here. Now, another thing to notice is that we kind of want to rotate the foot as we go into this. Our calves, depending on how big your calves are, I have pretty big calves, and so we just want to make sure we're getting the entire belly. And so by rotating that foot, it just makes sure that we're getting the entire surface area. So just as you're going through, just try and remember to rotate that foot to the left, to the middle, and to the right as you kind of move through it here. Try all three different ways, see what you like, see what you don't like. Just test it out so you can kind of get familiar with it and just kind of see what it feels like here. All right, nice job with that. Let's go ahead and switch sides. This will be the last side that we're going to be on. Don't forget to rotate that foot a little bit left, back to the middle, and then right. And then as always, when you find those tender spots, or a tender spot meaning something that's just a little bit more painful than the rest, to go ahead and hold that pressure, breathe through it, and then you can continue to roll once you feel like the pain has dissipated. Sometimes you might have to go back to those areas, and that's totally fine. All right, nice job with that. All right, everybody, thank you so much for joining the first foam rolling class of the year. I'm excited to continue on with this class with you guys. If you guys have any questions, comments, concerns, please let me know. If you guys need that link to the foam roller, please let me know on that. And then, like I said, if you're looking for an upper body release class, that'll be our CubeFit release class coming up here at 11:30 Mountain Time. Hope to see you guys there. If not, hope you guys have a great day, and we'll see you guys next time.